Hey there, Warriors. Well, you did it. Week one down. And I'm just really happy for all of you that were able to make it an entire week so far. If it was anything like mine, it was not an easy experience. But that's kind of what I want to talk with you guys about is a little bit of what my experience was like over this past week, and really just kind of get real with you guys. Because I want you all to know that you're not alone in like what you're going through, and that there are a lot of people who are probably going through the exact same thing. But I just wanted to kind of break down like a little bit of my week and just kind of let you guys in on what was going on with me. So just jumping right into it. So day one was pretty easy. You're like on mission. You're like, all right, sweet, not gonna do anything. I'm just like ready to go, and I was really active, distracted, and so day one went like really well. Day two, day three, same thing. I was like, all right, sweet, I'm doing it. Got some like notches on my belt, and then day four was when I started having a few issues. That was pretty much the night before. I did not get enough sleep and found myself very tired, and honestly, that has been a problem for me in the past, where I'm pretty sure like Satan knows that when I'm tired, that's when I'm vulnerable. And so he just like throws like all these things at you, and like from this side something's coming at you, from this side you're stressed, you're tired, and then over here it's like you got some insecurities, and it's like, oh well, we can kind of weasel our way into your head because you're tired and you're not as strong as you were a couple days ago. And then plus, you're a few days in and you start kind of feeling more of the effects of the increased testosterone levels in your body, which means that, like we talked about last time, there's more rage, there's a lot more like energy, and there could be like anger, there could be just like short fuses. And so then your brain kind of goes to this part where like, oh well, what did I used to do that calmed me down and took me back to this like this level of like normalcy, just on this line, because I feel like I'm up here right now. And it's like, oh well, Satan's like, all right, you guys, if you just do this little thing, you'll go back down here and you get on with your day. But the thing was, is I did not allow that to trip me up. I recognized what was going on and was able to just bring God into that situation. Really just pray and ask God to be there, and He came through, obviously, and that was awesome. So day four was a challenge. Day five went pretty well. Got some good sleep the next day, but what really hit me was day 6 and 7. Oh my gosh, that was difficult. And I don't know what your guys' experiences are, but I would love for you guys to like just throw a comment down below and let me know like what kind of happened for you. But day 6 and 7 came some intense temptation. Oh my gosh, like it was, just so you guys are aware, it's like I want to be really real with you, and I'm hoping that I can resonate and that this is helping you. But like really what happened, where there were moments where I need to sit still, because every ounce of my being was like, you need to go look at something. You need your fix, in a sense. It's like, oh my gosh. So what I had to do is I just sat there. It didn't move. And that was like the only thing I could think of at the moment to stop myself from doing anything. But there were so many times throughout those 2 days where I was just like, I need to see something. I need to do something. And that was also in that same time frame where I kind of let myself kick God out of the picture a little bit. And I was like, I can deal with this on my own. And something that I was really, really like kind of had revealed to me was that that was totally not the right way to go about it. And God was like, yeah, you need me. You need people to be in your life, and not take on this challenge, this struggle like alone. It's something that you need to be doing with people. And that like kind of just took me through, even though they were crazy hard struggles. I'm telling you guys, like, I don't know if you experience the same thing, but this is where you, like day 6, 7, 8, I think is where you start really going, holy cow, I have a problem that I didn't know I had before. And what I want to do for right now is just kind of like give you some things that you guys can take away from today and things that you can implement. And one of them is be active as opposed to reactive. Don't wait until you know it's late at night and you're like, oh, you know, I might just like deal with this later or something. No, it's like if you find yourself in a potential compromising situation, pray about it. Contact somebody, let someone know, or even put measures in place that don't allow you to get there. And that kind of takes me to my next point, where it's like you need accountability. If you are going to make it through this challenge, if this is something that you're seriously, like me, wanting to eradicate out of your life because you want your life to be improved, you need to have accountability. And some of the things that for me kept me from having accountability were a couple of the fears that I had, and one of them was just honestly the fear of letting people know what I was struggling with, and the fear of like people would now know my problems and hate me and not want to be around me. They would basically like go, everything you said to me is like just total bupkis, and you like, I can't have you in my life because of this struggle. And you feel that you're going to become isolated and shunned because people look at you in complete disgust because of this struggle that you've been dealing with privately. But that's the thing, is that you need to bring it and make it public, because God did not intend for us to be alone and go through things alone. And that was something huge that on day 6 and 7 was really what came out of that struggle, was the realization that I needed to bring people into it, bring God into it. And that's what kept me going. Because when you know that there is a measure of accountability, then you end up making sure that you don't do something because you know someone will be there to check in on you. So I have a couple challenges that I would like to give out to you guys, and one of them is find accountability. Be sure to basically, like, if you need something like Covenant Eyes, be sure to look for that. If you have a friend that you would like to just kind of confess this problem to, that it can check in on you every day, do it. Challenge number 2, make a list of times when you are vulnerable, and then have that list somewhere where you can see it, so that way you start retraining your brain to recognize when you're weak, and then that way you can avoid those situations, because that will continue to change how your brain's working, and you can use your brain to change your brain. It's amazing. Our brains are insane. And challenge number 3 is find something to replace your porn use. You have to find like a hobby or something, because otherwise you're just gonna have this like gap, and then what's your brain gonna wanna do? It's gonna wanna take that same thing and grab it off the shelf and fill that hole in. What you guys have to do is you gotta go like be active. You know, do something that's not crazy stimulating, like exercise. You know, it's something that's active. It's going to help you burn that extra testosterone off. Do something that's going to help you take that edge off, because otherwise, if you just leave a hole there where like the porn use was, you're going to most likely go back to it. So keep going on, strong warriors. I am loving just being able to do these videos for you guys. If this is something that really resonates with you, be sure to hit the like button, but also let me know in the comments of something like another video you'd like me to tackle, a certain issue or something like that. And then if you have found value and you think someone else would find value too, be sure to share these videos. This is a serious problem, and I think a lot of guys are afraid to admit that, and it's something that needs to be eradicated. So let's go, guys. Let's continue on. Stay strong, and I'll see you guys after week 2.